Hello and welcome to Talking with Those People. My name is host Eric, and I want to talk about hurt feelings. So the other night I had hurt feelings for a little while because Zachary shut me down when I had a idea I was enthusiastic about, and he basically told me it was a cringy idea, right? So I didn't act at all on my hurt feelings, and I just went to bed, and then in the morning I realized I'm just being ridiculous. And if anybody deserves to get smacked down periodically, it's me, because I'm fairly rough and tumble in my own rhetoric. So I certainly can't be fussy and expect to not be mocked appropriately for hypocrisy. The reason I'm talking about this subject at all right now is I'm concerned that in the first argument here, that it got pretty rough and tumble. I may have been less attentive than I ought to have towards Zachary's feelings, because he left shortly thereafter. He may have just had someplace to go, I don't know. But this is sort of FE concern that an ENTP is likely to have. They're going to be worried about somebody else's feelings. They're also likely to feel, as their initial reflex, a sense of irritation that somebody else's feelings have to be attended to, even though it's them who's attending to them, you know. And simultaneously, never really consider how they themselves feel about the issue. That'll be adjudicated with thoughts. Well, did I do anything unjust or unfair? Let me think. Blah, blah, blah. So, I would like to open that topic up for discussion with those sort of starting points.
You think you maybe over emotionalize it? Zach has FE in his inferior slot, and I think it's more maybe socially appropriate and common for no, not that, but our generation saying cringe is or no.
Well, I yelled a lot. I mean, I raised my voice, and I probably said stuff like, "That's fucking stupid," or I don't know, the usual things I say. I mean, I'm never saying that about a person, right? I'll say it about an idea or an argument or something like that. But I know that people, that's not normal. It's not something you expect to encounter in the world very often, that somebody doesn't conform to the position, the standard accepted position, which is, okay, well, let's agree to disagree, and we'll both walk away, basically walking away with the perception that our respective positions are both valid, and we're a reasonable person and people for thinking that. Whereas I'm arguing the opposite thing. I'm saying, no, your position is not reasonable, you're wrong, I'm right, and to the extent that you persist in this wrongness, despite not reconciling the contradictions, you're engaging in wickedness. So, because I'm saying such things, I'm concerned that I might hurt some people's feelings. Thoughts?
You FE users want everyone to agree with you.
Or be enemies with those who don't. It's hard when friends disagree when you're an FE user. Although I think ENTPs are more comfortable with disagreement, but we're less comfortable with disharmony. I'm not comfortable with disharmony. I'm fine with that, with actually not agreeing. I make the argument that you're wrong and this constitutes wickedness. I don't actually have any opinion about your behavior at all, frankly, whoever you are. It's like, it's not about you. It's about the arguments, independent of either of us. You know, I eat animals. I think it's wicked, but I do it anyway. I hope you don't condemn me. I don't condemn you. That doesn't mean I won't describe the objective fact.
Yeah, with me, I'm always looking for a win-win in that area. It's hard when you want to get facts across that you know is going to hurt someone, and then you have all that FI self-loathing feeling that, oh, I just hurt someone.
I don't know if I did or not. I think so. I can't tell for sure. But There's a lot of other possibilities. Could just be he had to go.
Yeah, I would imagine not. And if so, it should be probably rectified easily.
If so, this wouldn't help. Probably he would feel as. Do you think an INTP will feel as though this video is an assault on his privacy in some fashion?
Possibly. I probably wouldn't want it.
And see, this is one area where INTP and ENTP values conflict. To the extent that INTP values interfere with my making shit happen, it always annoys me, right? So, and then I've gotten in trouble with them before. I've had INTP, and when INTPs decide you're not worth the trouble, they just disappear. You just don't see them anymore. They got other shit to do, you know?
TE solvency is the opposing
Okay, bye.
personality of TI. So if you want to solve something, they're going to be opposed to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Ah, that's so clever. Once again, Mega Bro says 3 words, drops the bomb. That is so fucking clever, dude. Oh my god. TI. They're opposed to solvency. Well, I mean, I use TI as my main solution, but as my main tool, but I'm comfortable with TE in a lot of capacities. I know I am because, I mean, I've been a director administrator person. I had to make all these fucking protocols. I've done it before. And when I'm in a classroom, no matter how egalitarian I am, somehow without being, well, now I'm more conscious aware of it, but somehow without having any problem with it, I will be an order barking, chops busting authoritarian in a class context for exactly as much as I need to be until they understand they can't fuck around, you know? And it's not like I like it. It's not like I dislike it either. It's just like it naturally occurs when I'm mad.
Yeah, I've got on with a couple of INTPs, well, I've known. Frankly, because they can be just really direct and honest, and that's what I appreciate. They don't screw around. Even if it's a cold answer, you know what you're getting. It's up front. There's no backstabbings going on and things like that. So that's something I really appreciate. It's not emotionally manipulative.
I think maybe the INTP is more about avoiding discord than about seeking harmony.
Right. So they can be really honest, but at the same time avoid discord. And that's, I think, the combination of that is a good, what's the word, for diplomacy, perhaps?
I think the word you're looking for is portmanteau. Diplomacy. I think it's a good distinction to make. I think that'd be the best word to use. I am out of cigarettes. So I'm going to end this video now and take a break. I want to thank you all for being here. This is a short one. This is 8 minutes and 58 seconds of Eccentric M and I. Me talking and then Eccentric M finally being afforded space to say his piece as well. But I forgot. I resolved to stop hanging a lantern on that. I've resolved to stop hanging a lantern on that to fix my own FE shortcomings. I'm going to address that directly. That habit of mine. That's an ENTP FE clumsiness. I've come to understand what it is now. What the clumsiness is. That pleases me. And what it is, in a large part, is this insistence on drawing attention to everything that one thinks might be questionable, or spiking shit like Trenton does, where he's like, now, like last night he's like, I know you guys might think I'm lying to you, so I'm going to explain to you how you can verify this, and you don't need to trust me. And of course, nobody thought he was lying to anybody. he's an insane 18-year-old ENTP who is torn asunder by this weird combination of functions we have, where FE is where it is, and I had no idea for a long time, and now I'm starting to understand just how we have a lot of work to do.
We have a TeamSpeak set up, right?
We do.
Yeah. So when somebody when either you or Zach isn't on and we end a session, we might want to refer people to that.
TeamSpeak. Do you guys know what that is? I don't really know what it is. This isn't something I put into place, right? So
It's just another.
Go ahead. I have
Group
somebody
chat.
to
Right.
to me.
It's another option for group chat.
Yeah, it's like a group chat. You know, it's like and
Like
stuff like that.
AOL Instant Messenger.
It's basically what you're seeing now, in a way, just another version of it.
Is there talking in cameras or just text?
TeamSpeak.
There's cameras. There's
Are they cameras
no,
on
there's not
TeamSpeak?
cameras. No, there's not cameras. There is speaking.
Yeah, they're just speaking on that.
Okay, well, Lorenz, I'm gonna make you the organizer here. Why don't you just stay in here then? I don't need this room right now. When I do need it, I'll come back and I
Well,
need it for the purpose of being here. If you
um,
wanted to hang out still,
What are the problems we're having here to cause a debate of moving?
I have to go get cigarettes. I'm saying I'm gonna take a break now. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go get cigarettes. And somebody mentioned something about
I was just wondering why TeamSpeak was brought up.
yeah, but I'm just if anybody's still here, when I come in later, that's fine. There's a couple. Lorenzo's organizer, and I'll make a bro organizer too. And I don't know if you can make two people organizers.
No, it's after 10.
Okay, fine.
Huh?
Yeah, fine. I don't mean to suggest or impose anything. FE dance, etc. Bye. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.